and welcome to the last mission in Brood Wars. Kinda intense. I heard this is the second hardest or the hardest. We'll see how.
3 separate fleets approaching this platform, with Duran having disappeared, and the bulk of my broods still on the surface of Char. You'll need to hold off the invaders by yourself.
You sound worried, Kerrigan. Have I caught you at a bad time?
Not at all, Arcturus. How'd you manage to scrape up your new fleet? Been raiding the salvage dumps again?
I called in a few favors, made a few concessions. You'd be surprised to see how many special interest groups in this sector want to see you dead.
I'm sorry to have to disappoint your new friends, Arcturus. But you really shouldn't have attempted this stunt. It'll take more than your 3 little fleets to bring me down.
3 fleets?
Don't play dumb, Arcturus. I've already spotted the other 2 fleets.
Kerrigan, this is Artanis. My brethren and I have come to avenge the deaths of Phoenix, the Matriarch, and all of the other Protoss who fell before the Swarm. It is long past time you paid for your crimes against our people.
When it rains, it pours.
The Protoss, too. Care to take a guess as to who the 3rd fleet is?
It has to be the one you
No
beat
need to
together.
guess. It's Dugall and the remainder of the UED fleet.
Yep.
That is correct, Kerrigan. This is Admiral Dugall. I am giving you one last chance to surrender your forces and submit to the sovereign authority of the United Earth Directorate.
That should be
That's
killed.
a tough one, Admiral. You'll have to let me think for a minute. You know, Admiral, I think I'll just massacre your remaining troops now and watch you die in agony. How would that be?
You vastly underestimate me, my dear.
I don't think so, Admiral. You see, at this point, I'm pretty much the queen bitch of the universe. And not all of your little soldiers or
I love that
spaceships
one.
will stand in my way.
I love the
again.
phrase, Queen of Blade,
So be
Queen
it.
bitch of the world. Oh, that was like so good. No, there's no line after that. End brief. So this is either the hardest mission or second hardest mission. I'm hoping it's the second hardest mission, obviously, because the one hard mission was just insane. So I'm gonna turn myself down here for a second here. And we'll get this going. Get these ones going here. Start researching a ton of things. Some workers quick. Make this like 9. We do need to take an expansion sometime soon. But we got like 3 good highs for stirs. There should be an expansion, yeah, down here. It gives a little tinge. I did look up a little bit of window, so let's get leg speed. I think Zerglings will be at least somewhat useful here.
You require more minerals.
Get some gas going. I am half tempted to take an early expand. Sky, 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 sky. Let's get this going. Let's just put this on 1 right now. Get that going there. Which means we can do a couple extra workers while we're waiting for the meat time there. Get some more going there. Let's fly a little bit over here. Whoa. Here. I was really slow in the draw here. feel like losing even a single Zerg right now. That was... Alright, we need differences here though.
Require more minerals. Require more minerals.
Get this spine here. This is the other place they can attack.
Require more
We should probably have gone for earlier lurkers, I guess, but that's fine. Honestly, this might be enough economy for a while. Let's just get some workers for static defenses. Oh, we're gonna double attack. Well, at least they're dumb. Because that was like the last thing they should have attacked. They both attacked from that side, which is weird. Do we want to go for hydras or something? Let's get the lurker upgrade. Lurkers could be really good here. I don't feel like building more of these guys right now. Let's build some hydras. Hydras are extremely good. We'll start splitting these up a little bit. That's fine. We want to punish hard right now for that. Go. Just get these out. Oh, we have so much gas. Why do we have so much gas? This makes like no sense. We should have like tons of minerals. How much is the change there? I don't remember. I am not quite confident in my ability to take things there. Let's get the attacky and then missile speed here. There's something over here. Okay, that's their base. So... let's get 3 of these guys right now. Okay, that's fine. Let's get some more workers and then some rooms for some fun. Get that going. Kinda hanging out at low tech right now. There should be something out somewhere around here. There it is. We sort of need the gas. hydras. And we got enough for movement speed, which is good. Fly over here a little bit, just give us a little bit more territory. Let's see. I wonder if this will be enough for now. We're kind of going a little heavy on low tech right now, but I don't really think we can establish much more of a base right now. Get an overload there. Do we want to get like a regular burrow? It's like, man, get spit for sure. Put both of them there. Get some of those, get some hydras. Fly this way. And do we want to get that at all? Not really. Our crackling should be pretty strong though. Let's bring some workers here and then we can start building things. Increase sight range. Right now I'm not too worried of the what is it called? The transporting bit. That's like a second thing from top of all this. I'm gonna turn down my like game volume there a little bit. There we go. What was that? I think I lost an overlord. Well, we lost a strong guy there, but oh well. That one's blinded, so just put him way out front there. How bad is it? Oh, that's bad. It's fine. How bad is this one here? Okay, that's just going fine. Three crew go. Give me some shielding. Give me some missiles. Give me some that. Give me another one of these guys. Gotta put these further back. You're gonna press speed gas. Nope, let's get some going here. Easy peasy enough to do. Oh, you're kidding me. You had to like tap him there. Okay. So attack. Let's move that. Attack can do this. Our supply shot way up. Go with hydras for now. Hydras for now. And I want to get... Do we have everything we need on Tech 1? Looks like it. Do we want mutas quite yet? Let's just go all the way. Yeah, we don't need to go right away. We already have the high tech that we need. Let's get some mutas, because we'll need that eventually for Greater Spire. Stabby, stabby, stab. We'll make this one spore. We'll make this one a spore too. Put this here. Right now we've been missing so hard in hydras that they don't see us going away from them for a little while here. Which is kind of annoying because we do other things. Stuff will get speed going. Okay, site 1. So we have the sacks to do. We'll worry about that a little bit here. We got some time though. Give me some more units. Our unit diversity is terrible, but that's fine right now. Right now we have tons and tons of hybrids. So I'm not as worried about it as I probably should be. Oh yeah, this guy.
Forces are under attack.
Okay. 4, come here. You turn into a giant lurker of some sort to destroy things. More things to move around. Also become lurkers. This is actually going really well, I think. We have a ton of resources, so we should buy things. I'm half tempted to get another den thing. Do we have to get Defilers next? Or Ultras? Let's get Ultras. Ultras could be really tanky and help us deal with things that we don't like dealing with right now. Let's bring this one up here. Let's get... Should we get some mutas, maybe? Let's see what upgrades we can get. Get Greater Spire. Let's just spam that right away to get our options going. Carapace. Honestly, this should be pretty good. Control 6. Just give me some more overlords. Or, like, the amount of units we have is, like, kind of insane, actually. We have, like, way more units than we should be dealing with right now. Did I double select these? Yeah. Oh well. Because we have like 3 control groups of hydras, which is a bit insane. And a bit, I mean, very insane. Like, we don't need this many hydras. We shouldn't be getting too many ultras. They're pretty bad right now. Pretty weak. No, keep these ones here in defense. We're kind of in the corner here. These can be... I don't really want to put these on 8, jeez. We just got so many things to deal with right now. Okay, they got some Ys coming here. Swing over here for the defense. Pull this one a little bit back. Pull you right here. And... problem is, like, Reavers can, like, just destroy us here. Yeah, we need to build some more hydras here. Oh shit, shit, I forgot. We gotta bring these guys here. Or else we'll just totally get DT'd to death. Where? Are you the blinded one? Oh my god. Are you also blinded? What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. We lost so many, like, units right there. That was unforgivable. It's those damn medics. I hate. Let's push the attack anyways. How bad is the attack? I mean, those can do like almost nothing to us. Oh my god! Go! This is just DTs wrecking us. Let's get in there more.
Our forces are under attack. The hive cluster is under attack.
That's fine. Here we go. This is going fine for the attack here, but... Was that Duran? Or whatever his name was? I wish I had some defilers for this army. It would just put this over the top.
Our forces are under attack.
Yeah, leave these ones here. They're kind of good on defense right now. You can be the new 2. Oh, we could just like macro so much harder. Get speed. These guys can come here.
Forces are under attack.
Let's go with Dark Plague. Get attack. They just keep sending these like fake carriers, which really angered me a little bit. Well, this base will be ours. This is our new base.
Forces are under attack.
Couple of these guys. Just run over and do things. Give me all of them, please. Thank you. Cool. This base looks habitable. Actually looks pretty good. They do have more than this, I think. Or a fair bit more than this. Man, these hydras are just going to town. I could really use the extra gas. Thank you. Do we have upgrades going on each of these? No. Get masterful iron everything. Hydras. Or Zerglings. Let's go for Zerglings for a little bit here. Let's make these the new 0. Attack here. I thought they had something there for a second back. We need another gas. It's like super early to take this point, but we lose minerals taking this point, and we don't care about minerals. Like, we don't care about minerals, like, at all. How bad is that attack? That attack is, like, fizzling already. This can't be everything we have here, is it? This is like so pathetic. Don't suicide, please, because that would be just weird. Okay. All these can be 6. Come over and attack here. Like, I don't need to, like, defend this, because we're just attacking so hard. Yeah, you can bite on that guy all you want. Let's make these 1. And we'll make these guys... Let's leave those guys there. 3, I guess, for these? What is these?
Forces are under attack.
That went a little bit easier. We get like hydras for days. Like, the problem is we have a hard time controlling our hydras. Can I make group 2 there? Oh well. You can be in new group 2. Take him. Go, Cracklings! We actually need, like, another Overlord to be back here. That's not blinded. This one's blinded, so come over here. Go! Go, my units that are super lazy. Go in the back! Now guys are being attacked. What are these? That's a medic. That is just terrible. How are they seeing me? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Oh my, no. Oh, I hate you. Build some ultras, build me some hydras, build me just a shitload of overlords. As long as we have one, we should be fine. Man, look at those lings go. I might just smash down a shitload of lings. I'm actually gonna build another high thingy here. Because, yeah. This has gotten way better than expected for the first part of this mission. This, I mean, they're like not putting up a fight at all.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, that thing needs to die. I should probably put these in water or something. Also one.
Our forces are under attack.
Build me lings for just finishing them off there. He's gonna be over here. Give me this. Give me that.
Our forces are under attack.
This one back. I'm actually gonna pull these all the way back because they are dying. That's an observer, so that's like no worry right there. This is going so good. What is attacking us now? Oh, that's a Dark Templar. That's not fine. That's no bueno. There we go. There you go.
Savor this victory, Kerrigan. For the Protoss will never forget your treachery.
Well,
We
that
shall
was
be watching
so whatever. Just get these for the lings. Honestly, we're so rich, it's like not even funny. So does that mean they totally gave up, or they still have defenses and stuff like that? So we want to get this going here. Get some of these going here. Okay. So regroup. 2. Is there anything we need to worry about with these? Will they still shoot at us? No, they're completely dormant now. Pull back all the way then. And we'll put these on 3. So we have those covered. The hydras were just strong enough to just destroy everything by themselves, which is fine. What was that? Must have been an overlord I sent to its death. Let's get some mutas so we can start focusing on those guys. Should we get the queen's thing just for the side? No, let's get a Nidus. Let's build it here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can be like worthless. More overlords.
Is under attack.
By like what? Ooh, by like threats. Wow, that was like covered by itself. But we can get it. Go back. Okay, cool. Let's come in all the way. You can go back because you're the not charged one. Let's go with the charged one here. Oh fuck! Go! Oh my fucking god! That was like embarrassment. Pull back. We're gonna need guardians, I think. Come here. And we'll transform you here.
Our forces are under attack. Spawn more overlords.
Get that going, get some carapace levels. Get consume, why not? It's good for you. Okay, so this will be like kind of the real test here for a bit. These will be 1. These guys will be 2. We'll do these individually. Forward a ton more air. These can be 3. This can be 4. Don't.
All forces are under attack.
Just fly over there. Why? Just move! Move! Oh my god! Yep, I know. I know you want to suicide like super hard. It's like in your blood, but you need to stop that like reaction. And let the siege units kill the other siege units. Okay. I like lost half my hydras there. It's like super embarrassing. Let's make these 3. No! Please don't just die like idiots. Don't make me make your whole position. They're just, I tell them to go back, they go back for like a second, and then they just fucking run away, like they don't know. No! Why are you fighting? Why? Okay, let's attack the add-on now. Nope! You don't fight the tanks! If I could hard-code one thing in, it would be don't fight the tanks. You need to be there to defend the Guardians that will defend you from the tanks. They really love casting that on Overlords. You know what? I love them casting on Overlords too, because it's at least not casting it on units that matter at all. Take that out. Okay. They'll need some hydras. You're gonna go attack this too. Oh my god, where are the hydras? You can go fight those. Could I use another one of these? No, I just need to actually macro properly. I don't know. Would an extra hatch kill me? At this point, no. Well, we lost the Guardians. That sucks, but we can rebuild them. This can be my Guardians bits here. That's fine. Build me more Hydras. Build me just Overlords, then fine, whatever. They just have productions, but they can like build those productions for like indefinitely. Oh cool, I do have the Guardians still. Fly, 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 fly. Attack this way, I guess. I just need the Overlords to get here. Do they have the sacks? They should have the sacks now. If they don't, then I made a great mistake. Bring these down here. Build me these, build me units. Give me that.
Our forces are under attack. Forces are under attack.
What are you doing? Whatever.
Our forces are under attack.
No, they're not gonna do that. You don't get a base, buddy. How bad is that class from your attack? So go attack. Kill him. Just go kill him. For all I care, just go kill him. You can tell I care so much. They're holding on. That's annoying, but they're gonna die eventually.
Our forces are under attack.
I lose my guardians? I think I did this time. I just need to rally my units. Like, I have plenty of units in production. It's just getting them all to do the things. Separate them, please. Thank you. No, no, no. Thank you. Please tell me that's the last bit of their stuff. No, they got a whole base here, don't they? That's fine.
Our forces are under attack.
Go reinforce. Go reinforce. Go reinforce. Do I not have an overload again with this stuff? Why is Mary's one over there? Go kill this thing.
Forces are under attack.
Run these guys here, just battling the wings. Did I lose another overlord? This is annoying as hell. Just build them here. And leave them here. And no, we should fly them over here.
Forces are under attack. Forces are under attack.
What else do they have? Do they have anything down here? No. Let's leave this guy here.
Our forces are under attack.
That's fine. Honestly, this mission is like easy sauce right now. Like, I don't know whoever said this was the hardest one. That other mission was just like impossible. Are you dead? Oh, they have things up here. Annoying, but fine. Please pick this guy up. We can't do that. Oh my. That's...
hive cluster is under attack.
How bad is Hive Cluster under attack? Like, it's already not being attacked. Let's bring these here. Let's get this gas going. Let's build these.
The hive cluster is under attack.
They're gonna have a long time to chew on all that. Yeah, I see it, I see it, I see it, I see it. How bad is this attack? It doesn't look like anything. Let's go attack that. There, that's solved. It's surprising how good like Hydra is with like Dark Storm urgencies. I have more bases than you could ever imagine, so don't even mess with me. I don't even know if we'll go for Guardians at this point. I mean, Guardians are a good like utility tool, but honestly, Hydras are just better. Hydras are just like so good just to mess up and just force down their throats. I hear you.
Is under attack.
That's fine. Let's just spawn all the overlords we can.
Congratulations, Kerrigan. You've beaten me again. Just remember that I'll be out there.
Spawn more
waiting for you to
overlords.
slip up.
Why is this taking so long?
Sooner or later, you'll make a mistake. And when you do,
Is this depleted? If this is depleted, let's just build more. We need the gas. And we have these, fly these over here and drop them off. Fly, 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 fly. Build me this, build me those. Move these over here. That's a bad idea, waiting. Let's check out how much these are. That's fine. Let's build some Guardians. We could honestly maybe just bring our lurkers. At least these back too. These can go over here. 6 is rotate group. I heard one grab some. I don't know which one did. This one? No, let's just get that going there. Bring those over. Build the fences so we don't get retaliated. Bring these over. Let's go a bit. These guys. Oh, please don't tell me I have to cross by Air Force. Nope. That was a bad idea. Is there stuff this way that we need to deal with? Just gonna evaluate these. Is this blinded? No. Yes. Oh well, just be with the army then. We're not gonna see jack from you. Please don't block each other. That's annoying. So there's just a base here. There's more defenses there. Open fields. Okay, we got stuff here.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, they're doing this. Oh no, split the overlords. Split, please. I can already tell this is going to be annoying in all sorts of ways. No, no, don't get in! I don't know what was possessing to be like, let's get inside. If you're like the damage and stuff like that, but eh. I know, this is gonna be like threading the needle here. And you're going to want to hop in because you always want to hop in. Oh my god, was that my last overlord? This is annoying because it keeps sniping my detectors. And they keep acting like that's super smart play, even though when that's super dumb. I wish I had a ground detecting unit of some sort, but that's it. Get in there, CD drive! You're not winning that fight, buddy. I don't know why you're going there, Hydra. Go up. You can't go with the ramp. Fine.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, man. Oh, well. Okay, go. Let's spell it back here. Actually, you stay here and you kill that. Or, yeah, Marth. That also works. Where's Zero? Where's Zero? Zero, I need you. Where are you? How far back are you?
Our forces
We got like tons of forces that are just being lazy here. Because we're not getting the mortars in time. Need more of those broskies. Honestly, it's like we need like tons of overlords and ships too. Don't! Why are you leaving to attack that thing? What are you doing? Oh my god. 2, thank you. It's like I just lost all control to do anything with them. It was so annoying. Feel the concentration I have. Give me more gas, more minerals, and do things.
Our forces are under attack.
New 0. Well, we're winning slowly but surely.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh man. Go kill these. They're annoying. Oh, so time looking, we're over an hour, or whatever it is, the next mission. Get this carapace thing. Honestly, rally these guys here. We can basically almost attrition them out at this point. That's fine, we have plenty of geysers, and even if we didn't, we have like so many gas geysers that we can just even go on depleted ones. Okay.
Our forces are under attack.
Pull back, pull back, pull back. Back. Fine. How did I click the same one there? Okay, if I can't click another one, let me do this. can do nothing and like it. This is a gift from the heavens right now. Where are the overlords here?
Forces are under attack.
Keep macroing. They're very persistent, and we do need more overlords. We'll build them here. Kill them, please. Don't let them get away with murder. Thank you. Where's the tank? There's the tank. Don't stop, please! I don't know why you're stopping when you're like not even in range to attack. Yep, they got the one they were going for, which was the Overlord. Where is the ghost? There's the ghosty. Okay, we're doing like serious damage now. Throw those in there, just so we have them.
Our forces are under attack.
So many to do. Don't even bother with that one. Oh, no, no. Go back. Don't die. Fine. They're just kind of the backbone unit, so we're gonna build more. We did some damage at least. Should we build, what are they called? The air anti-unit? Probably, yeah, maybe put us a little bit more over the top.
Forces are under attack.
I'm just gonna do something silly. We're not even close to like running out of resources. I just need a macro harder. Need the backbone that we need. Why build a hatchery right here? The answer is to get these defender crawler things. Make life easier. Don't bite off too much here, guys. will still be a problem. Let's go for a couple of these guys. I don't know how those ones got in there, but sure.
Forces are under attack.
Let's just build here. I should build just units there, but that's fine.
Our forces are under attack.
Whoa, which one has like the lowest? Get up, please. As long as there's no tanks, I don't give a damn. Come on, somebody cast.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Cool, this looks like it's falling.
Our forces are under attack.
Fly over there. All you get going. Freaking lazy pants and actually do something. There we go. Yeah, battle cruisers can suck me. It's fine. Make him laugh, make him laugh. Don't accept that one, it doesn't make any damage. Oh, actually get out of there. Yeah, we get out.
Our forces are under attack.
Let's build some workers here.
Forces are under attack.
It might be unconventional, but that's fine. one of their command centers down. Oh, what can we even do? The bounce back on our units are just like incredible. Pull these back to a central location. That's fine. What? Now do I have to eat another one? That's fine, I guess.
Our forces are under attack.
This is it for now. Right now, you get to do things.
Our forces are under attack.
They're not attacking us like at all, so these guys can just come back.
Our forces are under attack.
Give me one of these guys.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay.
Our forces are under attack.
Swarm. The one overlord's up here. This one's over here.
Our forces are under attack.
Please drop the units! I'm clicking you so repeatedly, it's not funny.
Our forces are under attack.
Yep, I know. We don't need another one of these. I thought he killed something else, I don't know what he did. Go that way.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, makes it 0. Will this be the first one where we collect more than they did? Or just gonna push really slowly. I just want to blast them out of the sky. Okay. Group up. Come here. Zero, come here. It's like controlling babies. Organized chaos from Max. Why do I even try?
forces are under attack.
Okay. That was wrong. I'm actually gonna kill those because I don't want to supply. Sorry, little babies.
Our forces are under attack.
Dun, 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 dun. Can we spell more overlords? Yeah, we can. Just do it up here. 5.
Forces are under attack.
Okay. They quite a bit, but that's fine. I don't have anything for this. We need to come over here and help these guys. Those supply depots are only there to be a distraction.
Forces are under attack.
That probably is the wrong foot there. We're forcing our way down their gullet now. They don't have too much more they can defend. Do they not have any tanks? Dark Swarm, more like anti-battle cruisers. Oh my god. You gotta let the thing in that can attack him. Get him in. Drop him. Thank you. Yeah, we forced our way through.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay. I don't even know what I remember giving these guys, or if I gave these guys anything.
Our forces are under attack.
At this point, I think they're done. They're done. This was not the worst mission by far. We are going to ascend. I wonder if you destroyed the add-on if they stop building battle cruisers. Like if they're midway through building them. That's fine. Annoying but fine, because boom. We're just gonna build a bunch more, fly them over here. Kill them over here. That's over here. There might be a base over here. But I think I took out the main force. Oh, just, yeah. Hydras are kind of my staple unit. I know they're not the greatest unit, but they're versatile, so they can just kill things. There it is. There you go. Just make it even better. So this combo of Hydra Dark Swarm, I think, is terrible in regular games because our Or it's not terrible, but it's not as good, especially against Protoss, because your units will just die, because they will send Zealots and they will crush you. But here, it's really good, because a Terran doesn't build other things. And we can just focus on them dying right now. Honestly, just build me Zerglings. Those aren't Zerglings, damn it. Zerglings.
Forces are under attack.
This is a thing that we need to destroy. Get this going. That's fine.
Our forces are under attack.
That's actually a threat. Oh man. I don't know how many things are left. We did it. Oh, well, our money's insane, our macro is terrible, but
You're not in a position to offer me anything, Admiral. And I don't take prisoners. I'll tell you what. Turn your remaining ships around and start heading back towards the Earth. I'll even let you have a head start before I send the swarm.
Thought I might not be recording from
It'll
that.
be interesting sport to see how far you get before you die.
Wow, so that mission was pretty easy. Got on the first try. Yeah, compared to the Char one, that one was such a nightmare that this was like a walk in the park. But, yeah. We even got the most resources by a lot. But I don't even know if that matters. We lost the most with 500. To be fair, they lost more combined with our massive kills. It makes sense. We lost only 9 structures, that's not too bad. You know, we spent so much money. Ooh, White spent a ton of money too. Did White spend more money than they had? No. We spent as many... I thought we spent as much as we had gas for a minute, but no, we didn't.
Once again, I stand atop the broken bodies of my enemies. Victorious, but not unscarred. The Earthborn Directorate has been destroyed, and the Overmind lies dead and trampled beneath the ashes of Char. As for my unlikely allies, I think that I shall allow them a reprieve. For in time I will seek to test their resolve and their strengths. They will all be mine in the end. For I am the Queen of Blades. None shall ever dispute my rule again.
Bitches. Oh man. Hi-fi.
Dearest Helena, by now the news of our defeat has reached the Earth. The creatures we were sent here to tame are untamable, and the colonies we were sent to reclaim have proven to be stronger than we anticipated. Whatever you may hear about what has happened out here, know this: Alexei did not die gloriously in battle. I killed him. My pride killed him. And now my pride has consumed me as well. You will never see me again, Helena. Tell our children that I love them, and that their father died in defense of their future. Over.
Such a coward. Epilogue. Shortly after Golan's defeat, the remaining UAD forces overtaken by Kerrigan forced to forces and extractors. No UAD vessels ever made it back to Earth. Reports the transcripts. He retaken the fleet beaten, crippled. Artanis Smith flew back to Kalhal, licked his wounds, and planned to reconstruct his Terran domain. I'm so bad at reading these. Artanis and the protest survived, returned to Shakur, and began to rebuild their once former glory. Zeratul and Jim Raynor went their separate ways and haven't been heard of since they departed. On a dark platform above the burnt planet of Char, Sarah Kerrigan, the Queen of Blade, sat and lord over the ravenous swarm, unbeaten and shaken. The feeling of great threat looming just over the horizon. Kerrigan could only stare off into the vastness of space where she beheld the great void, or perhaps reflect the hollow victory in the trials to come. So that's StarCraft and StarCraft Brood Wars. Considered by some to be the greatest game. It's pretty fun, not gonna lie. It is difficult to control, partly by design, partly just because of the limitations of some things. The pathing is terrible, but that's okay. I've learned a lot in this playthrough. Ultralisks I thought were totally garbage, and they're okay. They definitely pulled me through in a couple missions. Devourers are definitely one of my more favorite Protoss units now. That Dark Swarm is just so good, and if I use Consume fairly well, I could do it forever, but yeah. Still learning that a little bit, but hey. That Hydra Dark Swarm tech just ruins, like, carriers, battle cruisers, anything. So, yeah. The game was pretty fun. The Zerg missions weren't as hard as I remember, but I was a little kid, so what do you expect? They were harder, like, the hardest mission was definitely Char, by far, because I tried it like 5 times. I even started save scumming it because it was just that brutal. Just because they would just do drops, those drops would kill bases, and those bases were really important, and I needed to do like slow pushes against some islands and stuff. Just that mission's just terrible. The bonus mission was actually surprisingly easy. I thought it would be really slow and kind of rolly, kind of pulley there. But you just possess a few units, you know how to control them and stuff like that. The Terran missions, I hate pushing siege tanks against siege tanks, so those were those. It's been so long since I played the Protoss ones, I don't remember much. But I mean, those ones are pretty fun and stuff like that. Yeah, so just letting the credits go their own way. But yeah, if you haven't tried it, you don't need to get the $20 remastered. I should consider buying it because I definitely got a total kick out of this. But yeah, for free at least, it's probably one of the best experiences you can have. And it's pretty easy to run, so yeah, just be aware that like online you're gonna get stomped by tons and tons of people. So yeah. I'll definitely have to try to at least do Wings of Liberty and then the Fury of the Swarm. And I don't know if I'll do the prison one yet, because, yeah. But yeah, that's the game. Localized graphics. I also worried so much about getting that bonus mission, but I played through it a second time because it didn't let me just choose the mission. and I beat it in like 18 minutes, and you need to just beat it in 25. So we had plenty of time. No particular order. Look at all those people there thinking. Aunt Van Lucen. Man. Wraith Sobagai. Special thanks to Crix McLeod and Bob Jones. No Pickles were hard in making this to the best of our knowledge. I'm pretty sure a lot of pixels were destroyed. Are we gonna get Brood Wars 2 here? But yeah. Yeah. I was so worried to push into tanks. I knew I could take the battle cruisers, because I could hard counter them solo with the Dark Swarm technique, but like tanks and Reavers are just two units I hate. I hate playing against them, I hate playing with them. Like, Reavers are a little bit better because you can kind of pull them into the shuttle and kind of back them up, but they're dumb. Tanks, you have to slow push them in if you're not good at them. They're like really good at locking down a zone, but like I remember playing a little bit of Starcraft 2, and there was like a certain meta at a certain point where it was just tanks and Valkyries or something. I can't remember. There was some sort of flying unit that could attack air, and you can land it and have an attack on it. So you just build a ton of those, you shoot down their planes before they shut down yours, and then you push your tanks, and then you siege tank theirs because you're in range first, and you can just pop them off without anything. It was the worst. I usually just build mass mutas. This time I just built mass hydras in this game, or I built like ultra hydra, or sometimes a few lings. Lings I just used as mop-up kind of tool. They're actually a really strong unit apparently, because the attack upgrade is very powerful on them, because it gives them a 20% damage boost, because you go from 5 to 6. And they also can get double the attack speed, and they're super fast. The problem is they're super fragile, so I don't use them that much. But I use them a little bit in the beginning there. I mean, we just took off that Protoss base so quickly. Like it took less than 20 minutes. Like, they didn't put up a fight. And we kind of just went from there. So yeah. Yeah, before as a kid, I just tried to do Guardians and the Defender ones. Those were terrible. Because you just slow push them, and Guardians tend to like move in range and get shot by things for no good reason. Anything else about the game? Yeah, those medics were also really annoying. The silence on, or not the silence, the blinding on the overlords was really annoying, because it's hard to tell which overlords aren't seen properly, and they're like the only detection. The eradicate was also annoying, but less so, because I'd rather have them eradicate that than like a hydra or something that's kind of slightly more important. Though if all the overlords die, then you can't see anything. But yeah, I got better at overlord placement there. Got a little bit better at the spread. Yeah, I'm definitely digging the Zerg a lot more than I used to, but yeah, I used to hate the Zerg so much. It used to be like, I'll play the Protoss. Now I just hate Terran. I really hate Terran. Terran requires me to do things I just totally hate. Oh, we're gonna get the remaster too. Leadership, Vice President Robert Breaker, Brian Sonsa. Yeah, so even though we're not playing the remaster one, it might be a pretty big thing to work on this project though. Even though it's just a little bit of a facelift. So, server engineers, tool engineers, that must be something for in-house development. The third. James and Nile Hubs the third. Strike team. I wonder what strike team is. Testing. Testing is probably one of the most important things in coding. Because you gotta make sure the stuff works. Even more than developing fast, it's developing solidly. Yeah. That last mission, though, I could not spend my money fast enough. I should probably have just made like 6 hatches up on the top and not worry about things, and then just make 20 hydras at a time. Well, 6 times 3 is 18. So yeah, like 20 hydras at a time, roughly. Man. For the campaign, hydras are a very versatile unit. They're only really bad against Storm, Reavers, and tanks. But they're really bad against them. They're also bad against Zerglings and stuff like that, but if you mount them in such huge numbers, it doesn't matter. You just gotta make sure that you move them and attack. I'm trying to think of what units I used when I was Protoss. I think I just massed Dragoons and Zealots. I'm bad at casting Storm on the correct targets, even though it's a high value thing. I don't think I would have gone for mass... what are they called? Dark Templar. I know I got a couple Reavers in one. Yeah, as for the Terran, I remember I didn't really do much Medic Marine. I did do a lot of Tank Goliath, and I did do some Battlecruiser once. Other than that, I didn't do too much. I mean, like Terran, there's not much of a reason to do much more than Goliath tank, I think, in the campaign at least. I know against Zergs online, you're supposed to do Marine tank and Science Vessels, and I could have probably used Science Vessels more. The heat of the mission made me actually love Science Vessels. That was pretty fun. But they're like a difficult unit for me to control, because you have to eradicate. The thing about like Science Vessels is they're really good against Zerg, because you can just cast Eradicate and just kill something. But yeah. That was that. There's a lot of micro tricks I don't know. A lot of things you can still learn from this game. Business intelligence. Chris Carlson. But yeah. I could have used lurkers more. I hear lurkers are also really strong, and they're good in the Dark Swarm because their attacks count as melee, even though they're ranged, which is silly. But yeah. Because I know against Protoss, the combo is Defilers, Zerglings, and Devourers. Mostly, just do a lot of damage. But yeah. Talking so much of Zerg, but I guess after getting out of the Zerg mission, that's to be expected. I don't know, it's like the Zerg is so weird because like they don't have like the building thing like Protoss has with all that around, or the like core unit like the tank. But like, man, they're like units have such weird roles. It's yeah. I used to think the Ultra was so bad. I guess it's really good against Marines, and it's okay against tanks because you can just run and hit them. So it, like, you just treat Ultralists like a battering ram. They're not maybe even cost effective per se, but they are tanky enough to be kind of somewhat a threat to be attacked. And, yeah, I think Zerglings are supposed to be like good in small numbers, but in larger numbers they run into small problems. But if you can get a good spread on them, they'll just crush anything. Learning the development team, customer service, America. Senior management, America. Hell yeah. Kyle Hawkins. So many people. Gonna get Europe and then Asia, I imagine. I'm glad that they put the customer service people in there, though, at least. Even though that they're blip. I wonder if they're in alphabetical order. It looks like it. We're on the H's. Yeah, it's those fire bats kind of ruined me a little bit, because then they could attack under my Dark Swarm, which is one of the few times that fire bats are good. But usually against, in the campaign, I basically won whenever the Terran players stopped making tanks. And for some, I don't know why the AI would just stop it sometimes, but when they did, it was just, you just push and win. It felt so good though, because I could just swarm for days. Even though I was not even like efficiently getting my units where they needed to go. But like our economy was like too strong. We could have probably even stopped gathering resources and been totally fine for the last like 10 minutes. Gone for like a exact army of 200 hydras or something like that. I guess like 98 hydras and 2 defilers. That unit is super fragile, but like Dark Swarm, like having invincibility under an area and that area lasting so long is so good. It's not invincibility, but like against Terran, they don't have melee. Protoss has some melees, but you can use it a little bit. And those Dark Templars kind of ruined me a little bit early on, but eh. But yeah. I didn't use Plague that much. I used to think Plague was the way to go because it did like, it lowered their health down to 1 so you could throw it out and come back later, but no. You just do Dark Swarm and you engage like super hard. Because the AI is not smart enough not to be attacking you, and they should run, but they don't, which is funny. But you gotta watch out because your units will attack whatever under Dark Swarm, so with Zerglings, that's great. With Hydras, not so much. Oh. It's gonna be like 2 hours because of the credits, but that's fine. Finances. The people that make the money go. But yeah. If you're on the fence, you should definitely at least play the first bit of the Terran mission for free and kind of see and get your hooks new. And, I mean, it doesn't really pick up until like midway through both the campaigns on the original Starcraft. Brood War definitely kind of throws you in there and kind of kicks you in the teeth, and you get like 2 units or 2 missions to discover a little bit of the new units, and they're just like, then you go. I didn't build any Scourge. I suppose I could have done that, but Scourge are like more war of attrition kind of thing, because you trade your Scourge for their best units, and I was just trying to build an overwhelming force that just won immediately. So I wanted to death ball a bit more, and Scourge are kind of not really that. But yeah. I guess I didn't fall so much in the trap of build the giant air unit that wins the game, or like Ultralist or something. It might have been a little dull though, because I just basically hard smash Hydras over and over and over. They were so good though. I could have done some Lurkers. But like in the last one, Lurkers didn't make sense. Because they didn't have that many ground forces. They have maybe Goliaths. Like Zerglings might have been a little good, but like the main thing is I wanted anti-air. So the other one was the Devourer, what is it called? I don't remember. We had the Defiler for the ground defense. Yeah, the Defiler would have added the spore damage to make +1 on hits on it, but honestly that didn't matter. Like the thing, we probably should have just gone for more Defilers, like had like 6 of them or something, even though you can go for infinite energy and use Zerglings and stuff. But yeah. Yeah, we need some Zerglings or Lurkers to defend under the Dark Swarm though, so when they run under there, we don't just attack nothing. I'm just evaluating the post-game a little bit. Data center management, infrastructure management, infrastructure administration. But yeah, I love the Queen of Bitch part though. That was fun. This game was definitely naughty for its time, but it was the 90s, so what did you expect? It was 98 though, so it was much later than I thought. But the game was insane. Jason Walker. Kevin, or not Kevin, Keynes Adams. Yep. Gandalf Burmer. Is that an actual name, or is that somehow the like one? Chris Grove. Yeah. I definitely like the Zerg ending there. That mission felt satisfying. The one on Char was like a nightmare. I don't even know how I'm gonna upload that one. I'm gonna upload the last one at least for sure, but I have to like cut things together or something like that to figure it out. It just couldn't flow. Like they'd attack and I have to know that attack was coming. That one taught me how to be better with Overlord placement though. Even though Overlords just died a lot in that, it was more important to see the attacks coming so I could send the 2 crew over. I love the 2 crew. That was it was so fun to say, and it was just so fun to have like 8 like hydras going back and forth killing things. I should have had them on patrol or something like that. That would have made sense. But it was more like I had to see and go kill them. Because if I had to maybe patrol, they might have gotten like stutter stepped and then would land and then they just die individually. Like part of this game is like trying to keep your game units in good placement and keep them together. And then part of it's just kind of like having good micro and like spreading them out enough. I'm much better at trying to keep them together and slice them apart when they're trying to spread. But it's definitely not a skill I'm great at, it's just a skill I'm not terrible at. Like spellcasting. I hate spellcasting. I got better at it at the end there. Like, we won that last bit there because of spellcasting. And the fact that we had a bajillion resources and like 8 bases to like their 2. And then like whatever. Apparently they like send more Reavers and Dark Templar, and the red one will nuke you for the Protoss and the Red Terran, but that didn't matter. They didn't have time. I had the Protoss down in 20 minutes, like I said, and I think I had the other Terran down on an hour. It took an hour to build up and stuff, which probably took longer than it should have, but it wasn't that big of a thing. They had the most tanks, so it was kind of annoying. They weren't the hardest to push in. There was little like battlecruisers and like hydras like trying to push into the battlecruisers, and then just a tank being so deep there sometimes. White definitely felt like they had more stuff, but like red had a few more tanks. But I could take out the tanks in red because their air defense was very bad. So I could just mass up protectors to try to snipe it. They did snipe my protectors eventually because they just kept like eradicating my overlords, which is so cheap because there's like nothing I can do against it. So much to be annoyed with. Legal team, Eric Ron. But yeah, it's gone over the 2-hour mark. These credits are forever. Quality assurance and localization. Megan Duck. That's a fun name. Man, to be one of these people working on it must have been a hell of an experience. But we get to share in the experience of playing the game and sharing that to the world. So we did it. This was one on my bucket list to actually do and kind of finish up, since I didn't actually do the campaign before, because that one mission where they were kind of entrenched, that one was painful. I'm trying to remember what we got first in that one. It was the one before we got the lurkers for the rush them down one. That one was kind of more intimidating, but yeah. The Zerg missions are harder. The last one wasn't that hard, but I think I was just, after playing the game for like a couple months now, at least for the campaign bit, I've de-rust enough and I've played enough of these sort of games to kind of have a clue on how to do it. I know the Protoss ones were okay up until, well, the last one wasn't that bad either. It would be just mind control and we kind of pushed them to death. I know there was the one in regular Starcraft 1 where they had Reavers, and I had to do Reavers also. I could have done High Templars to kill the Reavers, but man, that was a nightmare. My Reaver control is bad, so like pushing that against that, it was just no. And there's always that choke in the, I think it was Birds of Fury or something like that, where I beat it with the Ghost, but then I had to do it with them having battle cruisers, and you like push a bit, they take out the things that give you sight, they push their tanks and they kill your tanks, and then you have to try to push back. A nightmare. You kind of have to babysit your tanks, and if they fall and then the other Terran takes the position, it's much harder to bust through. Terran is definitely a matchup where it's more about like securing positions and trying to find weak points to bust through. Because Terran is really good at like locking down an area with siege tanks. It's kind of what they do. Apparently Protoss is a much more mobile army. It's almost even more mobile than Zerg, which is kind of weird. Because in the campaign, Zerg is much more mobile. But because I was watching Day 9, so I guess small shout out to Day 9, even though he's way bigger than me and no one's gonna like see my video first and go like, who's Day 9? But it's Protoss versus Protoss like game analysis. That is a nightmare. It's basically just shuttle drops everywhere. Harass. Because you like Protoss doesn't have, they have like some of the fastest shuttles, and they have some of the best worker killers, but they don't have really good defenses. Even photon cannons are just meh. So you just fly them around and destroy things. The other one is Zerg versus Zerg, and that's just degenerate. But Zerg versus Protoss, like, Zerg gets a few more bases, but they kind of go for Lurker, Dark Swarm tech, and kind of go for, like, a mass melee army to try to push back, where all the Protoss kind of has a bit more pressure with, like, Zealots and Dragoons. No, not Dragoons. They do, like, Zealots. Then they might get Reavers. I can't remember what they need to go for exactly. But they want to eventually get to Archons and the High Templar. And Zealots a bit. Because that army is really efficient apparently. And just, there's no point in Dark Swarm at that point. There's a lot of things you can go for that one. I'm trying to think of what's... Yeah, Zerg versus Protoss is Dark Swarm, Ultralis, Circling Lurkers versus Tanks, Marines, and Science Vessels, and I could only imagine Science Vessels being an absolute nightmare. in that one. You have to use Scourge to destroy the Science Missile, because that's the most cost-effective way to do that. Though you can unlock, in both those matchups, Protez versus Zerg and Zerg versus Terran, Mutas can be really good if you can get them early and unprotected, because then you can just pick off units. But it's kind of, Mutas are more transitional unit, because they can harass, but they can't win, because they're not strong enough. Unlike what we did in a couple missions where we just massed like 24 mutas and we just run and we're like, oh, missile turret, oh, that's gone. Win, 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 win. But yeah, that was more because I'm like, well, I don't want to deal with tanks, so what's my air unit? Oh, it's just mutas and Scourge? Well, I guess massive mutas. Yeah. What did I do as Protoss against tanks and stuff? I'm trying to think. Did I just run Zealots into them? Maybe. Because, like, Scouts are really bad. Like, they're so bad. I think I massed Scout on one mission, but that's because that was a complete air mission. So, like, Scouts can destroy air units fairly quickly. They're just really bad at taking out land units. And, like, it was just so much easier than flying something and landing it. Development family. That's a lot of names there. Travis Day. Twice. So many days. Q Fang. I totally missed the voice actress. I feel bad for that. I've slowly been trying to like give voice actors a little bit more credit, or try to recognize a few more after playing Dunk Down Ropan, which was just that game is so fun. I'm still playing that one a bit, but yep, getting close to the last bit of the third game though, and I don't know if I'm gonna do the spin-off games. There's a lot more games to play. I might try to do some more of the free time events because those are fun at least. Alan Newton, I wonder if he's related to the Isaac Newton. Maybe a long lost cousin or something. Around the S's. Spear. Speed. Wow, that kind of diffused super fast there. Third party. Zip 2, don't know that one. Tiny XML I sorta know. I know XML, I don't know what Tiny XML is. This software is provided with the authors as is in any expression. UTypo, WebM. These must be for the upgraded Spiths. There's must be some giant legals there. C Lab for Zerg. Go Zerg. These are not in alphabetical order. They're in some weird order here. Eproc. Has bases without warranty or don't spend any kinds. WebMax MindDB, it's a database thing. MDS Responder. Try to figure out how many of these I actually know anything about. Probably none of these so far. Romeo. I'm wondering why they had to put these in the credits though for these tools and stuff. QRL, curl. Is that the curl I'm thinking of? I don't know. They might have cut a specialty guild to be in the credits and stuff like that, which kind of makes sense if somebody's a game designer and they're like, oh, what did Starcraft use? And then you can go through here. Perl compatible regular expressions. Regular expressions can be kind of messy. Were all these needed just for the facelift? Ooh. Goes to show how difficult things are now in the modern world. Rapid JSON. HTTP processor. Oh, this might have been for the new matchmaking and stuff like that too. Forgot about that. LibUV. Lib2Math. I wonder if that's like some sort of math lab like thing. ICU. Man, it's been like almost another 15 minutes of credits since the last time I looked over. That's not true. I've looked over a little bit, but man. Voiceovers and localization. British localization. Text team. Yeah, so are these the British ones? Interesting. Here's the voice actors then, at least for Britain. Or Brazil. Wow, they got a lot of them. But they got a chance to be in something pretty cool though. Team saying Intel. Local management. Quality control of sound department. Voice talent. Are these the big names here? Are these the Brazil one? I don't even know anymore. Over mine. Zeratul used to be my favorite character in the game as a kid, and he did so much damage. He does 100 damage a pop. I don't know if he's still my favorite. I think he might still be, just because of that 100 damage pop. I used to like his stealth and could do 100 damage pop. Now I just kind of like him just because he does 100 damage pop. Even though he totally died in that mission. That bonus mission was so bad. I get to the end, he gets poisoned. I can't find a way to stop him from being poisoned. And then I just kind of gave up. That's just how it goes sometimes. Oh, Tassadar. That mission was silly. I remember using so many more Dark Archons than that one, but I just did a little bit and tried to take some units, but it's, like... Dark Archons, like, you kind of gotta be on top of your game or else you just die too easy. And when they die, it's like, because they're just, I use them for the mind control, but then they lose the shields, and that's like, you can get pops so easy. The Scout. Bad guy, bug guy, carrier, Dark Archon, Observer, Templar, Observer? Somebody had to make those noises. Engineers, voice talent. Are we gonna get each of the roles again? This could take a long time. If they go over Kerrigan and Jim Raynor again, I think I'm gonna skip. Yeah. we're going to go through this quick. Oh, we almost had it. Oh well. Kind of skipped in the credits in the end. Sorry, but the video's already gone pretty long. But that's Starcraft Brood Wars. A game that's totally worth being played. A game that totally deserved to be remastered. You guys take care. I'm glad to finish this one up. And I hope you guys enjoy your own day.